This video is brought to you by my friends over at Into the AM. I've worked with them in the past, and I've had people in the comment section asking me where I get that one shirt that you've seen before that has all of the paint like just splatter on it. I love it. I wear it all the time, and people have asked me where I get it from. It's Into the AM. You can use my promo code JKBogan to get 10% off of your purchase. The link is in the description below. The reason why I want to team up with them, the reason why I want to work with them is because I had an integration with them probably 2 years ago. And I absolutely love not only just their graphic tees, but also just their plain tees. I love their logo. And the most important thing, anytime you're wearing anything, is going to be comfort. Is it comfortable? And at the end of the day, in a world where, yes, anyone will put anything on a t-shirt, they actually put a lot of thought. They put a lot of effort and they put a lot of heart into their designs. They use their shirts as a canvas to really express what's going to drive you, the consumer. And so I love it because it's comfortable. And, you know, I love the designs and everything. You know, they sent me this right here. Love this shirt. The back has, you know, kind of a similar design to this. They sent me some tank tops. But you've seen me rocking Into the AM. I've been doing it for a while. Love their stuff. Even if it's just a simple logo and a plain shirt, because you know I love those shirts. I just love it. So you can go and get yours at over at the website using my promo code JKBogan. The link is in the description. 10% off your purchase. And I'll tell you right now, again, if you're looking for a shirt that's not all boxy and just kind of ragtag, and you're looking for more of like a nice form-fitting shirt, has more, you know, that poly cotton blend that you're kind of going with, then this is the shirt for you. These are the shirts for you, and it's the same material that they use on their tank tops, which is fantastic. So do yourself a favor, upgrade your wardrobe, and go to Into the AM today. Now, back to the video. All right, welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today we're going to be talking about Drake Stoops will be the last wide receiver of this series. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram. Now let's get into it. So the thing with Drake Stoops here is that he's actually become quite the fan favorite. Was a UDFA pickup this past draft by the Rams. 5'10", $190, coming out of Oklahoma. Yes, he is the son of Bob Stoops, so that's something to put out there, of course. But 25 years old. This is somebody who he's going to wear number 6, by the way. So that's good to know. Just, you know, right off the rip, when he's playing in preseason, look out for number 6. That is the number he's going to wear. But, you know, throughout his career in college, he wasn't really able to do a ton. His first 3 years, I mean, he had one season over 200 yards. The next year, 191. And even, you know, that senior season, he had 393 yards, which was his career high. But, you know, really 2023 is where he came on strong. And, you know, he might have almost been drafted if he had a little bit more production in the past. But, you know, the 2023 season was big for him. A graduate senior season, you know, 84 receptions, 962 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Not only did Stoops on tape show the ability to win, one-on-one in the slot, not only did he show the ability to win, you know, as a route runner with his natural hands, but also he showed a intriguing ability to go up and high point the football in the end zone. And he made a couple of those contested contorting grabs that you just love to see. Obviously they're just highlight reel plays, but at that size, you know, you typically don't see a guy do that. So, you know, what does Stoops really have to offer here? I mean, he is somebody who I think he's a pretty good route runner. Okay. He's going to come into camp. And training camp is right around the corner. He's going to come into camp and he's going to look pretty good, I think. He'll compete. You know, whether he'll make the team or not, it remains to be seen. But he'll compete. And I think the thing about Stoops is we're going to see his presence is going to be felt in preseason. Now, with the Rams, the way they do things a little bit differently than other teams is they sit most of their starters. You're not going to see Cooper Kupp, obviously. You're not going to see Puka Nacua. You probably won't even see Tutu Atwell or Demarcus Robinson. So that leaves the starting receivers in preseason are going to be Jordan Whittington, Tyler Johnson, And then it'll be a combination, maybe Xavier Smith starts out, who, was on the team last year, on the preseason roster last year. And then, of course, you have Drake Stoops and some other guys. I'm not going to do any more videos on receivers. I think Stoops, out of all the UDFAs, has the best chance to make the roster. So I want to make that clear. But do I think he's going to make the roster? I don't. I think this is somebody who could make the practice squad. I think when you look at Austin Trammell last year, he could have a similar role. My issue with Stoops is that he has no returnability, at least experience-wise. He only has one kick return or a punt return in his entire career, which came back his redshirt freshman year in 2019. So you don't really have that. He is somebody that can work in special teams as a gunner. So that is, to be fair there, he can do that. But, he was second in the Big 12 in receptions this past year, 10th in touchdowns, 5th in receiving yards, second in receiving touchdowns. I think he's somebody that in a big league, obviously, because the Big 12 is one of the better programs or, one of the better conferences in all of college football. He showed, against pretty tough competition, he showed that he could make things happen. Now, we've seen all the time. College guys, they come and they go. But I think Stoops could actually carve out a role in the NFL. And it might not be the first year or the second year he makes 53, but I think at some point he could, whether it's with the Rams or another team. Looking at the Rams depth chart, like we already mentioned, Whittington, Tyler Johnson, those are going to be your starters in preseason in all likelihood. Then after that, you're going to have Xavier Smith and you're going to have Drake Stoops. I think Stoops has a chance with his yards after the catch ability. I think he has a chance to make an impact in preseason, so much so a team might even claim him if he doesn't make the 53. But full disclosure, I like the guy. I don't think he's going to make the Rams 53-man roster. I think this is a tough 53 to crack. I think you look, first off, his speed plays faster than he tested, but, a 4.67 40 time, not his best attribute, okay? And then when you have a guy in Xavier Smith who ran the 4.3s, that makes it a little bit difficult, right? And he also has return ability. Then you have Jordan Whittington who ran the 4.4s and Tyler Johnson who ran the 4.5s. So, clearly right out of the gates, Drake Stoops is at a little bit of a disadvantage here, okay? But like I said, he's already a fan favorite. People are really rooting for him. I just don't think he's going to make the 53 this time around. Does he make the practice squad? Well, if you're really thinking about it, the Rams will probably keep at least 2 receivers on the practice squad. Could keep more. They've done it before. I think that they're going to keep 6 receivers. And those 6 receivers I've made clear. So that 7th receiver, if there is one, I think would be Xavier Smith or Drake Stoops. I think with 2 receivers there's a very real possibility these guys are both kept on the practice squad. So I'm going to say this. I think Drake Stoops, when it's all said and done, he's going to have a good preseason. Not big enough for him to get plucked off of, waivers. But I think he'll come back and he'll sign a practice squad deal with the Rams. Probably won't see any time this year. Hopefully not, because that would mean there are injuries. But I think he will be back next year on the 90-man roster, signing a futures deal. I think that's really what it's all about. Anytime you're talking about a UDFA who is already going to a team that has really good depth at the position that they're signing up for, I think really the hope for them is that, eventually the contract years, they come up, guys leave and all that. And this type of guy, like an Xavier Smith, for instance, stays because he's on the practice squad. And when you're on the practice squad at the end of the regular season, you get signed to a futures contract, which allows you to revert to the 90-man roster when the roster expands. So I think that's really the goal here for Stoops. Doesn't have to make the 53 right out of the gate. It's asking a lot. And I just frankly don't think he offers enough on special teams as a returner to justify keeping him there. But like I said, fan favorite. A lot of people want this guy to make the team. A lot of people saw him at Oklahoma. He's a good player. We'll see what ends up happening. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, folks. Later. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.